Hey, good day again. Thank you. Welcome to another video of my predictions for the French Ligue 1. I hope you had a wonderful couple of days, and I hope that your success continues into this weekend. We're going to head straight into it, and our first game is Entree versus Marseille. And my predictions for this game is that Marseille, they have off to a good start, and I'm expecting them to continue to do well. And so therefore for this game I am going to have I'm going to see both teams to score, and I think we're going to have under 2.5 goals. Alright, I think we're gonna have under 2.5 goals. So let's go goals here, under 2.5, and let's get back to the main market. My predicted scoreline for this game is that I'm expecting Marseille to win 2-0. Otherwise, it might be a 1-all draw, but I expect Marseille to win 2-0. In terms of a double chance, I would see Entree or Marseille to win and both teams to score. That's what I see. On the handicap system, I would go ahead and bet for Marseille to win by a goal. Alright, so 2-0 would see them winning by a goal here. So my predictions for the Entree versus Marseille's game is that I am expecting both teams to score. I say we're going to have under 2.5 goals, and I'm saying that Marseille should win 2-0. And in terms of a double chance, I would say Entree or Marseille to win and both teams to score. And my predicted, and if you don't want to bet the correct score, you can also go ahead and bet on the handicap system, and in that case I bet Marseille to win by a goal. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Entree versus Marseille game. Marseille playing away from home. And so we're going to move right into our next game, which is Lyon versus Angers. Lyon being at home. They are after a good enough start, but not as hot as you'd expect them to be. And so therefore my predictions for this game, I'm expecting them to win. In terms of goals, I'd say I expect over 2.5 goals for this game. Head back to this thing now, and in terms of let's say my predicted scoreline, I'm think that Marseille not Marseille, Lyon, I'm expecting them to win 3-0, otherwise 2-0. Yeah, in terms of a handicap system, I'll go ahead and bet for them to win by a, let's see what the odds are here. I'll go ahead and bet for them to win by a goal. Alright, in terms of a double chance, I would see either team to win. What do we have here? Lyon or Angers to win and under 3.5 goals. Right? And you could also go ahead and you can also do double chance of either team to win and both not to score. That's one thing that's Lyon or Angers to win and both team not to score. So recapping rather, same thing, yes. My predictions for the Lyon versus Angers game, I'm expecting Lyon to win. I'm expecting over 2.5 goals for this game. My predicted scoreline for this game is Lyon to win by 3-0. In terms of the handicap system, I'd say I'd have Lyon winning by a goal. In terms of double chances, I'd say Lyon or Angers to win and under 3.5 goals. And also another double chance, I'd say Lyon or Angers to win and both teams not to score. So those are my predictions for the Lyon versus Angers game, Lyon being at home. And we are going to jump straight into our next game, which is Nantes versus PSG. Nantes usually does well at home, and PSG was surprisingly, well, Monaco is a good enough side, but didn't expect them to draw with Monaco. They have been doing pretty well for the most part though, and let's see the last 5 games between them. Well, Nantes have won 2 and PSG have won 3, so therefore this is not going to be a pushover game. And so therefore, with that said, I have PSG winning, but I don't have them scoring a ton load of goals. PSG to win, both teams not to score. And my predicted scoreline for, well, in terms of a double chance, you can have Nantes or PSG to win and both teams not to score. And in terms of my predicted scoreline, I am seeing here PSG to win this game 3-0. Alright, In terms of goals for this game, I would go and say over 2.5. Head back to the main market. If you want to go on the handicap system, I'll go on the handicap system and bet for PSG to win by 2 goals. Alright, handicap system. PSG to win by 2 goals. Yes, we're getting $2.75 for that, so that's pretty nice. So recapping my predictions for the Nanas versus PSG game. PSG being away from home, I'm expecting PSG to win here. Both teams not to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say Nanas are PSG to win and both teams not to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm expecting PSG to win by 3 goals to 0. I'm expecting over 2.5 goals for this game also. And in terms of the handicap system, I'd say PSG to win by 2 goals. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Nanas versus PSG game. And so we're going to head into our next game, which is Montpellier versus Lille. Sorry. Montpellier versus Lille. Montpellier had a very nice victory 2 weeks ago. 7-0 away from home. I don't remember the exact side that is, but it was a really good start. Let's head straight into the prediction for this one. And for this one, I am expecting Montpellier to continue doing their good works, and so therefore I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of goals, I'd say I'm expecting over 2.5 and head back to here. And in terms, I'll go with some double chances here, and I'd say Montpellier or Lille to win and both teams to score. In terms of a predicted scoreline, I would say for me, I am going to have here Montpellier to win by 2 goals to 1. In terms of the handicap system, I am not going to place a bet on the handicap system for this game, because if Montpellier win this game 2-1, and on the handicap system, in terms of them winning by a goal, that would be a draw. So it's going to be a little bit too close, so I'm not going to do that. Alright then, so my predictions for the Montpellier versus Lille game, Montpellier being at home, I'm expecting over 2.5 goals. In terms of a double chance, I'd say Montpellier or Lille to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline is 2-1 in favor of Montpellier. And so those are my predictions for this particular game. And so therefore, I wish you happy betting again, and we're going to jump straight into the next game, which is Ajaccio versus Lorient. Alright, Ajaccio being the home team. Let's see here. Ajaccio being the home team, Lorient, they haven't been doing too well away from home for the most part. They won the odd game, yeah, but as it relates to this game, I'm going to have this game being ended in a draw. I'd say I'm going to have this game ended in a draw. Expecting both teams to score. In terms of goals, I'm expecting over 1.5. In terms of a double chance, I'd say Ajaccio Lorient to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game, I am saying 2-all. Okay, so these are my predictions for the Ajaccio versus Lorient game. I'm expecting a draw. I'm expecting both teams to score. I'm expecting over 1.5 goals. In terms of a double chance bet, I would say Ajaccio or Lorient to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game is 2-all. If it's not 2-all, it's 1-all, I believe. Alright, so let's jump into our next game, which is Brest versus Strasbourg. And my predictions for Brest versus Strasbourg is predictions for this game is I'm expecting both teams to score. In terms of goals, I'm expecting over 1.5 in brackets. And in terms of a double chance, I would say either team to score, or both teams to score, I should say. Either team to win, yes. My predicted scoreline for this game, I would say I'm going to pick Strasbourg to win 2-1. Yes, so this is my my dark ass bet for this week, if you should call it that. I'm going to say I'm expecting Strasbourg to win by 2 goals to 1. Yeah. And so therefore on the handicap system, however, you can always go and you can always, if you don't want to bet the direct score, you can go on the handicap system and you can bet for either Brest to win by a goal or Strasbourg to win by a goal. Alright, so Strasbourg to win by a goal is $4.33, so you'd pick that. Yeah. Alright then, so recapping my predictions for the Brest versus Strasbourg game, I'm expecting both teams to score. I'm expecting over 1.5 goals in this match. In terms of double chance, I'd say Brest or Strasbourg to win on both teams to score. In terms of my predicted scoreline for this game is 2-1 in favor of Strasbourg. Otherwise, it's 2-1 the other way around. Alright, 2-1 for Brest. In terms of the handicap system, I'd say you go ahead and bet for Strasbourg to win by 8 goals. Alright. So those are my predictions for the Strasbourg versus Brest game. Brest being the home team. Our next game is Clermont versus Toulouse. Clermont being the home team here. I'm expecting Clermont to pick themselves up. Toulouse have been doing fairly well for the last 5 meetings games, and Toulouse have won 3. That's nice. And 1 draw and 1 win for Clermont. Alright, so let's go straight into this. In terms of expected goals, I'm expecting over 1.5. In terms of both teams to score, I am going to say here I expect that both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I would say Clermont or Toulouse to win and both teams to score. In terms of the double chance, that is. My predicted scoreline for this game, I would say 1-1. Alright. So my predictions for the Clermont versus Toulouse game, I have here over 1.5 goals, both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say Clermont or Toulouse to win and both teams to score. And my predicted scoreline is 1 goal apiece. 1 for Clermont, 1 for Toulouse. So those were my predictions for the Clermont versus Toulouse game, Clermont being the home team. And my next game here for this game week is Remis versus Hens. Alright. Hens after a wonderful start. And let's look on the standings. I think they might be leading. Yeah, PSG is leading based on goal difference because they're a goal machine. But Hens is also on 13. Marseille also on 13. Yes, the Hens is doing very well. Early season run. That's expected. That's how it usually is based on the head-to-head. The last 5 games we've seen Stade Remis and Lens. Hens have won 3. And we've had 2 draws. Alright then, so Hens have the head. Well, they have the heads up here in the head-to-head. But in terms of prediction here right now, my prediction for this game is that I am expecting over 1.5 goals for this game. In terms of a double chance, I would go ahead and I'd say Stade Remis are Hens to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game I have here wall draw. Alright, so these are my predictions for the Lens versus Stade Remis game. I'm expecting over 1.5 goals, and in terms of a double chance, I'd say Remis are Hens to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game is 2-all. Alright. On the handicap system, if I were to take a bet on the handicap system, I would go and have Hens to win by a goal. I should take a bet on the handicap system for this game. So those were my predictions for the game for the Remis versus Lens game. Alright, so we're going to head straight into our next game, which is Troyes versus Rennes. Troyes being the home team here. Troyes being the home team. I'm expecting them here to put up a stout defense. I don't expect them to have Rennes to run over them. Rennes over the years have been the better team though, based on what they have done in French Ligue 1. But I don't expect that they're going to come here and run over this choice, rather. So my predictions for this game in terms of number of goals, I would say I'm expecting over 1.5 again. And in terms of the others, yes, my predicted scoreline for this game is my predicted scoreline for this game is, let me show you here. My predicted scoreline for this game is 1-0 for Remis. Alright, 1-0 for Remis. In terms of the handicap system, I'd go ahead and bet for Remis to win by a goal. Troyes rather, sorry. My humblest apologies. Troyes to win by a goal. Are getting $10 for that? In terms of a double chance, you can always go ahead and bet for either team to win and under 2.5. Alright, so my predictions for the Troyes versus Rennes game, I'm expecting over 1.5 goals. I have Troyes here winning by a goal, and Troyes here winning by a goal. Surprisingly, yeah, I think it's going to be close, but I think if it's not a 1-0 win for Troyes, I think we're going to have a 1-1 score line. So hence the reason why I chose to go 1-0 in favor of Troyes, the home team, because Rennes are not yet after that bullet start that they and they usually pick form up. They usually play very well, and who knows, they might come out and win this match on the weekend. Alright, and so all on the handicap system, I bet also for Troyes to win by a goal. In terms of a double chance, you can go ahead and you can say Troyes or Stade Rennes win and under 2.5 goals. You're getting $3.10 for that. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Troyes versus Rennes game. So let's jump straight into the next game, which is Nice versus Monaco. And this should be an interesting one. This should be a good game. I think we should have a number of goals here, yeah? I think so. Well, you might be surprised, might not draw, but I think we should have a number of goals here, yeah? Based on the head-to-head, Monaco have won 4 of the last 5 and 1 draw. Not good stats for Nice, but let's get straight into it. For this game, I'm expecting over 2.5 goals. And in terms of a result, I'm expecting both teams to score. I would go ahead and pick up a double chance and say Nice and Monaco to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game, I'm saying Nice to win 2-1. In terms of the handicap system, I'd also go ahead and bet for Nice to win by a goal. Right? Otherwise, you can also bet for either team to win and under 4 goals. Alright, so my predictions for the Nice versus Monaco game, Nice being at home, I'm expecting over 2.5 goals for this game. Expecting both teams to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say Nice and Monaco to win and both teams to score. My predicted scoreline for this game is 2-1 in favor of Nice. On the handicap system, I'd bet for Nice to win by a goal. Another double chance, I can go ahead and say Nice or Monaco to win and under 4 goals for this game, under 3.5 goals for this game. Alright, so those are my predictions for the Nice versus Monaco game, and those are all my predictions for this upcoming game day for the French Ligue 1. I wish you the best of luck. Continue to watch my videos, share with your friends, subscribe and like this video, and spread the word on social media so that more persons can come in and watch these videos and also earn and strengthen their bank balances, alright, so that you can take that vacation and invest in your home and other stuff so that you can take care of your family whenever you reach the retirement age and you can relax a bit. Alright, so thank you very much for your time and have a great rest of the day.